am I doing with my life? I just want to connect. Why can't I connect with people? Oh, right. It's because I'm dead. I wish I could introduce myself, but I don't remember my name. I think it started with an R. That's all I have left. It's kind of a bummer. I shouldn't be so hard on myself. I mean, we're all dead. This is my best friend. We even have almost conversations sometimes. They call these guys bonies. They'll eat anything with a heartbeat. I mean, I will too, but at least I'm conflicted about it. Nice watch. Much. Don't be creepy. Don't be creepy.
What are you?
This is a corpse infected with the plague. It is uncaring, unfeeling, incapable of remorse.
I don't understand, but he's changing, and he feels, and he's learning to be human again.
Oh my God, is that him?
Yeah. Sup?
He started something here. Whatever it is that you two have, it's infecting the others.
Dad, they're somehow curing themselves.
They are not curing themselves. Come with me.
Shoot on sight. We haven't breached.
We're changing everything.
We're seeing corpses fighting skeletons, sir.
Where do we shoot?
Shoot this!
Hi. Huh?
How'd you die? How old are you? Because you could be 20-something, but you could also be a teenager. You know, you have one of those faces.
Hey nerds, it's Sammy, and this is Barrel Age Chicks. Let's do this. Tonight on panel we have...
No, I'm fine.
And finally...
Hey guys, this is Harley. Let's get ready to lay it down with all the ladies here on Barrel Age Chicks.
Welcome to another episode of Barrel Age Chicks.
You don't sound as excited. We should be excited. It's our Valentine's episode.
That was my Snow has a migraine voice.
Snow does have a migraine. It's all right. We'll figure it the fuck out. That's why I'm in my house and not with you guys. I'm sad.
I know. But it's okay if we have you here via the streams.
So far away.
Yay, technology.
I know, right? It's all good.
Hey, well, I'm happy to be here.
Yes.
It's been a bit.
We have
It's been a bit.
Harley in the house. And
Oh.
I'm going to call.
Physically.
Oh, sorry. Lungs.
Mentally, not all there right now.
All right. So we have.
Ever.
It is February, and so it is
February.
Valentine's Day month.
I know.
The
so
sweeties.
Snow and I previously mentioned that we wanted to do warm bodies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we had
And-
a shitty zombie movie, so
Yes.
we wanted to do a little bit
A
better
good-
zombie movie.
yes, a good
a
zombie
zombie
movie.
romance. So we wanted to do a better zombie romance.
A zombie romance that was done right. Because Pride and Prejudice and zombies, not so much.
No, Romeo and Juliet and zombies much better.
Yes, exactly. And I love it. I literally have Romeo and Juliet with zombies. Like
That's
that is
what
my
it is.
exact verbatim what I have on my notes, which is what's so funny.
Ironically, J and R.
So there's no ironic about it. I mean, you also have other things, but we'll get to that. But
totally.
Warm Bodies came out in 2013 with the cast, not a huge
I can't
cast.
believe it's been that long.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's been a bit. It's been a minute.
It's a dozen years.
Mhm.
Wild.
So we've got Nicholas Hoult as R. We have Teresa Palmer as Julie. John Malkovich for Grigio? Grigio.
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 The captain guy.
Yeah, the dad, Julie's dad. All right.
Yeah.
Leo Tipton as Nora, Rob Corddry as M,
Yes.
Dave Franco as Perry, and then Corey Hedrick as Kevin, who was the He was the guard who had to scan Julie when she tried to get back into the compound. That army guy.
Weird, obscure one to include.
He
Just
was the only
Kevin.
one, and then after
He's
that, it
just
was
Kevin.
soldier number 1. So,
Well, like, yeah. Just because they gave him a name, he didn't need to be included in this.
so Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
Kind
And
of plays
then-
into when she's like, "Shut up, Kevin. Just shut up."
So, and then this was directed by Jonathan Levine, who also did Whackness and 50-50. 50-50 I'd heard of. That's the one with Joseph Gordon-Levitt about where he like has cancer or something.
Oh no.
That one I had seen, at least an ad for. I never seen it personally. I'm just checking off my Snow gets so happy.
I know. I now have that iPad. I need to figure it out.
Do you? Did you get a pencil?
I bought a pencil, yeah.
Yay! It's, oh my gosh, I love it so much. It makes things so much easier.
I didn't realize you had to click the end of it to turn it on. So I was like, why the fuck won't it
Oh,
work?
yours,
And I was getting
yours is
old.
fancy because mine doesn't do that.
Fancy
Mine's a
fancy.
first generation, so I have to like plug mine in with an
So
adapter.
Is it like the bamboo series, or is it like a
Oh,
different
that's a
type?
pain.
Huh?
Is it an Apple product? I'm
Yeah, of
assuming?
course it is.
Okay.
Of course it's Apple. I'm an Apple person.
Yes, she is. She's got
Me
the
too.
orchard.
I get all the apples. I like that all of my devices can eventually conspire against me. It makes it so
I
much
like
easier.
that if I send you a picture of me by accident, it goes to all of your devices and you have to go and chase them down and
Speaking
delete
of
them.
Valentine's Day,
I know. Oh, look, I sent you another nude.
that's how we became best friends. True
Wow.
story.
Nothing says friendship like, "Whoops, I may have
thought you
accidentally
were
sent you a
hubby
pic."
in my
It
phone,
was-
but no, it was Kirby's.
It was a very, very pretty lingerie set.
Thank you.
It was.
I like it too.
It was.
I'm
It's
glad
very
you enjoyed
lovely.
it.
It
It's
was.
not the only
The
nude I
question
sent
is, your
you, which
response was like,
crazy.
very nice. I don't know how to process this information.
No, my exact reaction was pretty much like, it's real pretty.
And then she's like, "Oh my god,
fucking God.
oh my god!" You had that moment like,
And it was in that moment that we realized a friendship occurred.
I know. And you're like, okay, stand by. I need to go delete this from my regular
everything
computer and
because-
my iPad and my phone and my other Mac.
The only thing I was really worried about, honestly, was at that point, E had one of my old phones. And I was
Oh,
like,
dear
"You don't
Lord."
need to see."
Yes, nobody needs to see me like that.
It was so funny.
Nobody, especially.
Well, the Ragnar,
props
the
for
Ragnar
props for
appreciates
the,
it.
You know,
The Ragnar appreciates
props
it.
for the
He's
outfit.
stuck with it, so he
So-
can't help himself.
Gotta
Oh my
go
goodness,
erase it all
was so
through the
funny.
house.
It was really, really funny. And that was freaking 4 years ago now, which is crazy. Friendship.
Yep.
So, anyways, so we've chosen to do a good romance. So we picked Warm Bodies. And I'm going to actually kick us off with the intro clip that I pulled, which is pretty much ours, like little internal monologue that he kicks off the
love
film
it.
with.
I love it.
Because honestly, I feel that will kind of put us into what the movie is.
Yeah.
In all honesty, and it'll be that much more simpler. So on
It's
that
so
note,
funny.
it's so great, and I love
No
the
heartbeat,
dialogue.
but we got brainwaves.
Huh? Oh yes,
The zombies.
yes. The zombies have brainwaves, which is kind of funny because in our other one we were talking about having consciousness.
What am I doing with my life? I'm so pale. I should get out more. I should eat better. My posture is terrible. I should stand up straighter. People would
Me too.
respect
I
me
feel
more
like
if
it's
I
me
stood up
talking.
straighter. What's wrong with me? I just want to connect. Why can't I connect with people?
He's pale as stew.
Oh, right. It's because I'm dead. I shouldn't be so hard on myself. I mean, we're all dead. This girl's dead. That guy's dead. That guy in the corner is definitely dead. These guys look awful. I wish I could introduce myself, but I don't remember my name anymore. I mean, I think it started with an R, but that's all I have left. I can't remember my name, or my parents, or my job, although my hoodie would suggest I was unemployed.
That's how I dress most of the
Sometimes I
time.
look at the others and try to imagine what they were. You were a janitor.
It's such happy music.
I know, right?
And
You were
the
the rich son of a
soundtrack to
corporate
this
CEO.
Is
really
great.
fun.
You were a personal trainer. And now you're a corpse. I have a hard time piecing together how this whole apocalypse thing happened. Could have been chemical warfare, or an airborne virus, or a radioactive outbreak monkey. But it doesn't really matter. This is what we are now.
I love that he covered all the bases.
This is a typical day for me. I shuffle around, occasionally bumping into people, unable to apologize or say much of anything. It must have been so much better before, when everyone could express themselves and communicate their feelings.
I do love that it flashback to like
enjoy
Christmas.
each other's company.
Yeah.
A lot of us have made our home here at this airport. I don't know why. People wait at airports, I guess, but I'm not sure what we're all waiting for. Oh man, they call these guys bonies. They don't bother us much, but they'll eat anything with a heartbeat. I mean, I will too, but at least I'm conflicted about it. We all become them
moral
someday.
scruples.
At some point, you
That's
just
right.
give up, I guess. You lose all hope.
food has
After that,
feelings.
there's no turning back. Oh man, gross. Stop, don't pick at it. You're making it worse. Oh, this is what I have to look forward to. It's kind of a bummer. I don't want to be this way. I'm lonely. I'm lost. I mean, I'm literally lost. I've never been in this part of the airport before.
Seriously.
This is my best friend.
I like M.
M is
By
funny.
best friend, I mean we occasionally grunt and stare awkwardly at each other.
That's what we do.
We even have almost conversations sometimes.
You have those little brain fart moments.
Days pass this way.
Days. Just
It's true.
It's amazing how
sometimes
relatable this monologue
You
is.
find actual words. Words like and
City.
Okay, now it's starting to sound a little dirty.
No, it sounds like Beavis and Butthead.
A little bit. All right. So that was M, or that was R,
Yeah.
telling us about, you know, the zombie apocalypse that has taken over the world.
Yeah.
And then,
Mysteriously.
you know, as all zombie apocalypse, why in the world did you put on those bright ass lights? We don't need light. Thank you. That's like, I feel like I'm under questioning. That was a lot of light. Sorry, babe.
we're blind.
Also, you like did something at the bar and it was like clink clank right in the middle of
Yeah,
our
we could hear it clearly in our headsets. Whatever mic or dish you dropped. Sorry.
Punish him.
Oh, Snow says we need to punish you.
I think that's appropriate.
Oh, she said 2. I'm outvoted. That's 2 out of 3. Spin the wheel.
I'm on the show.
You are
You're
now.
a peanut gallery, technically.
You interrupted the show. You interrupted a clip.
It's not fair.
Grab the wheel.
Yay! I'm so happy. Ow! I'm tethered to a mic.
Do you want me to spin it for you?
Crap. Spin the wheel. I want to do it.
Or do you want to spin it yourself? There you go.
Harley happy. Harley very
No,
happy.
Just spin it. Just spin it.
Do it.
Oh, that was a good spin.
That's a long ass spin.
All right, let's see. What'd you get? You got a penis shot.
Cock shot.
Happy Super Bowl, everyone. It's a Valentine show.
She goes, happy Super Bowl. It's a Valentine's Day show.
But that's
Well,
gonna
now
roll.
we've dated the episode.
All right, well, let's see. Well, that's fine. We surprise people. We pre-record.
Cock shot.
All right, let me see
Yep,
it.
that's the dick I bought you in Vegas.
And there it is in all its glory. You want to go
Vegas
fill it
shot.
up?
Oh, what am I filling it with?
Whatever you want.
Woohoo!
Not
So
the
balls
just the
only.
balls.
Yeah, just the balls.
Oh.
Don't do the whole penis. That's like 5
It's like
shots.
a triple shot.
No, the whole penis is probably closer to 5. There's a lot of liquid.
Actually, we measured it, and it's only 2.5 shots, surprisingly.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we
Yeah.
did the leg work
Yeah.
measuring that penis. So, as Harley goes and bars tens, as she likes to do, whatever you want. Sky's the limit, as long as it's only in the balls of the penis shot. Ron's face is priceless.
Of course it is.
Let's take a moment while Harley preps this shot, and you guys can enjoy this ad and some coffee.
Hey listeners, let me tell you about a friend of ours from Coffee Bros. They source seasonal, award-winning, and specialty coffees focusing on high-scoring and high-quality blends, espresso roasts, and single-origin coffees.
Experience complex taste notes from fragrant and aromatic to bold and rich. It's yummy.
Coffee Bros are a two-person brother team, hence the name. They roast all their coffee in small batches out of their New York City roastery.
Start your day the awesome way with Coffee Bros Coffee. Not to mention, if you drop the BAC10 code, you will save 10% on your purchases. Enjoy Coffee Bros. And we're back. That was super quick break.
Coffee ever.
Yeah.
He got his balls. Well, it's a little he's a little under balls, but it'll be okay.
All right, Ron. So we've got your punishment shot there.
Did you mix it well?
Your punishment
Shaken
penis.
balls, not stirred.
Crystal clear.
All right, when you're ready.
Chocolatey.
Mm-hmm.
Very chocolate and sweet.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I saw the double chocolate. What else was in there?
Vanilla vodka.
Actually, that wasn't too bad.
Mm-hmm.
That was a nice shot. That was
Tastes like
a candy
alcoholic
Valentine type
vanilla
shot.
chocolate ice cream.
It's like it's almost like a ice cream sandwich.
Not too bad.
All right, Ron did his punishment. Harley was nice.
Yeah, I behaved.
So it's not too bad.
Chocolatey balls shots.
Valentine's.
Were they
like,
salty?
type deal.
Snow wants to know if were the balls salty, Ron.
Were they like chefs? Were they chocolate salty balls?
No, they were not. They were just sickeningly sweet.
Yeah. It's kind of like a chocolate ice cream sandwich kind of shot.
Oh, goodness.
I mean, that sounds delicious. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it sounds really, really good.
That was nice. I figure Valentine's Day chocolate will be nice.
Yeah,
That works.
There you go.
there you are. All right,
Boozy
so
chocolate.
Yeah, Nicholas Holt as R. He's I kind of adore him.
he does such a good job.
He's just
It's
and
beast.
he's just such a he's a good actor and he's so understatedly funny. No, I did. I adored him in this. His monologues were like my favorite thing.
Oh, they were so great. They were so great.
They were just it was so funny because he would and he'd say so don't be don't be creepy, don't be creepy,
Don't be creepy. Don't be creepy.
Nailed
As I'm
it.
like
Say something
staring,
human. Say something human. Nailed it.
staring at
Say
her.
something human, yeah.
Yeah. Say something
So
human.
funny.
I like that when she was like disrobing. He's like, "Holy crap! Holy crap! Holy crap!"
Yeah. Yeah.
So great.
Don't look, and he looks away, but then he's like, huh?
Well, I mean, he's he's not that dead apparently.
Yeah.
No. It's such a weird concept for a movie.
It
like
is.
I don't know. Is this a book that got turned into a movie? Do
You
we
know
know
what?
this?
I don't think so. I think
Or
this was
is
an
it just
original
somebody's
screenplay.
Original
Yeah.
thoughts
I believe so, but let me
of-
double check.
And the
'cause it is-
expressions
it's
that
I
you
did
such
not.
a
I did
weird
not come
concept.
across anything when I was doing any research because I looked up trivia and all kinds of fun things. And the trivia was kind of like, oh, I saw that. Like they're like,
Yeah.
oh, there was a DVD copy of the movie Zombie, which is from an Italian film. Ron actually used to have it. He sold it though.
Yeah.
Is Warm Bodies based a book?
Because it seems like something that would be like
It does.
book to
It
screen.
is. It is.
It is book to screen.
It is built based on a book by Isaac Marion. It was
Yeah.
published originally in 2011
Oh.
and adapted in 2013.
That was a quick turnaround.
Yeah. So they must have really, really liked the source material and then gone from there.
Well,
Now,
I mean,
now again, I
That
now
was
it's
like
zombies.
Now and Then. That was also a quick turnaround. It
Yeah.
was like within a 2-year of the book coming out, they made the film.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
interesting. No, I now that I know that, now I'm kind of like, okay, I kind of want to read the book now. It's kind of like Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. Like I'm like, all right, I know to read the book, dude. My book list is getting longer and longer by the moment. That's okay.
If we do ever make it to book talk, it's going to be really
Book
interesting.
talk is going to be fun once we get to it. I mean, we already got our first book, so it'll be good.
Excuse me.
It's all good.
There were a lot of zombie movies that came out in 2013 too. Jeez.
Oh well, you've got
Not like this one.
No,
Yeah.
not like this
None
one,
like
but there's a
this.
lot.
Okay, well, what are some of them, Harley? Since you've got that information in front of you,
Oh, like Brad Pitt, your boy Brad Pitt,
World War Z.
Z.
never seen it.
Yep, Wasteland, Evil. they
That was
said
a rough
Evil
zombies
Dead.
in that one.
Zombie Night, Anger of the Dead, Open Grave, Night of the Dead. That's probably straight to
A lot of these sound like they're straight to video.
straight to video.
No. World War Z is good. Those zombies are fucking
Code
intense,
Red.
man.
Those are the ones that
Dead
like climb on each other
inside.
like ants.
like ants.
Yeah, I
They're
saw
like
that.
crazy.
Zombie Hunter with Dan. It looks like Danny Trejo's the main one on that one. There's a couple of them.
But you would be totally safe because they only go for healthy people.
Bath salt zombies. Seriously,
They're like-
bath salt zombies.
They literally leave like the elderly and the infirm alone.
Bath salt
Bath
to
zombies.
attack
salt
healthy
zombies?
people.
Yeah, that's
Might as well be meth head zombies.
yes, meth zombies, zombie meth.
Meth head zombies.
Buckwild the desert. There's
Hey,
a
that's
lot of
awesome.
them.
I like a zombie movie where I'm not picked on. Woo woo! They're
Wow.
like, she's gonna be one of us soon enough.
Just wait for natural selection.
Just wait for
not
that
hurry
one.
this along.
Oh, just wait for that one to just kick the bucket. She'll be fine.
It's so crazy.
That's so
Wow.
funny. But I do like, it's funny because when we were talking about, all right, I'm just going to state the obvious because this is Romeo and Juliet with zombies.
Yes.
Noah said it. I've said it. Harley has said it. That's what this
absolutely.
is. And it's funny because it literally was. That's why like M is M because he's supposed to be like Mercutio, P for Perry for Paris. And then Nora, the nurse, and everything else. So I mean, it's not even that subtle a nod. It is Romeo and
No,
Juliet.
they have the
with-
balcony
with-
scene.
They have the balcony scene.
Yeah.
That was funny. That was like the first thing on the trivia. Like, it's actually Romeo and Juliet. I'm like, no shit, Sherlock.
Wow.
Like, little obvi. But I'm glad that it was on IMDb. Thank you, IMDb, for providing that fact. But it was, like it was fun. It was an original spin, you know, on the, Shakespeare's source material. So what are your thoughts about this version, I guess? Because there's been so many versions of Romeo and Juliet done. So what are your guys' thoughts on this specific one?
Oh, this is definitely the best one.
I love it.
It's fantastic.
lie.
Less
It's awesome.
suicide.
Yeah, he's already dead.
He's already dead. He
Less
comes
suicide.
back.
They
versus
actually
he dies.
reversed the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
They came back.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's kind of amazing that they turned the suicide scene into a saving scene.
Yeah. And the whole
Yes.
basically
Which is
all
actually
of the zombies
awesome.
were minus the bonies.
Well, they're self-sacrificing.
Yeah.
Well, the bonies are, they're too
they
far
were done.
gone.
They were
They're
too far gone.
Yeah, they're too far gone.
but for the others to be able to come back.
But what did you guys think of the bonies? I thought the bonies looked cool.
Oh yeah, and you could
They
see the
were
one
so
guy when he ripped
cool.
his face, and you knew, well, we know what you're becoming.
Yeah, I do. Don't pick at it. Oh, it makes it so much worse. Don't pick at it.
Yeah.
And they're,
And you hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yummy.
I think some of the cast that they picked were really good for this too.
Well, I mean, for figuring how well they did this film for such a small cast. I mean, literally, they have like.
And I loved M. Mark,
If we include
Marcus.
Corey, they had
Mark.
7 people mainly
Yeah.
in their cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob, who's that? Rob Corddry or whatever. Is
He's
the
so
M.
funny.
I love it. He's like, "Are you ready for this?" He goes, "Fuck yeah!" And I'm like, "Yes,
He's funny.
let's go."
No, I mean, he
With
was
that quiet voice.
he was great. I mean, like even to the point that he like gets the little mall cart or whatever, not mall cart, little
Like a
whatever it is,
The
rest-
Zambo, the
the
luggage,
airport,
the
the luggage
hauler or
tractor or
whatever,
whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, I like her. It's just
Well, what's
fun.
really
But anyway,
fun
as
is,
soon as he
like,
drives up, come with me. I'm like, oh no.
with the zombies, they all the actors like consciously they did not blink when they were zombies.
Mhm.
Like that was one of the things. And as they became more human, they would gradually start to
Yeah.
Blink.
So the eyes were really a focus
Mhm.
of the whole zombie makeup with the shades of their eyes are this grayed out, like whited out iris for, while they're zombies. And then as they turn, it gradually
Starts,
changes
Yeah.
until
Really cool.
their eyes become their natural shade, which at the very end
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
when his are
You
like
see
the,
ours, the
super
blue,
vivid
The
blue.
Oh
yeah,
my
the
gosh.
insanely
So
blue-eyed.
blue.
Yeah, but I
So
love
blue.
that the makeup was they were so intentional with the makeup because all of the actors they knew what they were trying to do is they had to have a sexy zombie.
Yeah.
So they had to really toe this line between dead guy and zombie
Yeah.
and still maintain a sexy feel or a potentially sexy.
Mhm.
Like it's so funny when he does the shower scene and they put the makeup on him and then they walk in and they're like, oh, he's hot. And I'm like, he really doesn't look that different. He looks
No,
like he's a
he just
tan.
has- he
Just-
just
yeah,
has
like he
color.
had a
Me
really
too,
bad
like,
spray
oh my God,
tan.
he's
Yeah.
majestically hot.
just has
like
color.
He's all that reveal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they
Not
washed
that
your
much of a
hair.
I did like that they did start it off with Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
then they
he's
do the
like-
inside joke of it.
I love it. I have some
Yeah.
makeup
So
saved
great.
up, and we can, a little blush, a lot of blush. And he's like, no.
Well, I mean-
typical guy, like, no, you're not gonna do. Oh yeah, no.
No, it's so
yeah,
great.
but mascara's okay.
Yeah. I did find that funny. I was like, really?
I mean, who doesn't like eyeliner?
Yeah, it's a look. It's a thing.
It is a look.
It's a thing. But no, it was just I agree. It was a really funny movie without going like over the top funny, like the subtle funny.
Yeah.
And just honestly, the dynamic of all of the characters and Julie and R, because I keep wanting to say Romeo.
Yeah.
Julie and R, and just because I mean they obviously are the focus point of this film.
Yeah.
And their dynamic was really great.
It was cute.
It was really cute. Like
Because you're like, oh, how is this ever going to work? Like,
thing.
how are you going to translate her falling in love with a zombie? Like, it just doesn't make any sort of sense whatsoever in concept.
yeah.
But
But it starts with him
he's
just
already
keeping
very
her safe.
humanized.
Yeah.
Like, he's a hoarder. He collects
Yes.
things.
I do
you know?
like that he's a hoarder.
You're a hoarder.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
It's
so he's already got
great.
all of these human qualities, and then as he is able to
all his
articulate
zombie
and reveal them to her,
idiosyncrasies.
he's like
A
"He's
purist hoarder. He has to have vinyl. Yes.
Vinyl does sound
Yeah,
better.
absolutely.
I mean, it does.
But just the way he's like, the sound's better. And she's
shows
like,
a better sounding. I love vinyl. But no, I think it's just, the fact that he does have idiosyncrasies and he hasn't lost his humanity, even though he's a zombie. Even to the subtle line of him being like, well, at least I have a moral dilemma about eating humans.
like, I feel bad about it.
He's
But
like, but
food
it
has
is what it
feelings.
is. But I think it's funny, and I think it was interesting because you have different kinds of zombies. You have certain zombies, like you got Romero zombies that just eat anything.
Right.
And they'll eat any part of the person. They don't care if it's the brain specifically. Then you have Night of the Living Dead I'm sorry, there's Night of the Living Dead zombies. Then you have. Wait, why am I blanking? Thank you. There it is. Return of the Living Dead zombies, which are the
Took 'em a
brain
second
zombies. They're like, you have to have the brains. And that's, that was that strain of zombies. So I found it interesting that they decided to go with brain zombies again. And
But also, it was if your brain wasn't eaten, you became back as a zombie. So it was like an intentional thing, so they didn't become like them.
Yeah.
exactly.
He was
So
thinking
it was
out- he was
just
looking out
very,
for
A
them.
weird twist on
very
being
cool
humane
twist.
killing.
Very cool twist. And I liked again that you get this. They got to experience the zombies by ingesting it's almost like a mushroom trip. They're ingesting brains and they're absorbing their memories and everything else, which is again a very cool spin and a very original spin on the zombie.
Yeah.
What do you want to call it? Zombie archetype.
It's more of a
archetype.
like a vampire high with this kind of zombie,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of books and theory where with vampires they're emotionless, ageless creatures, but then when they ingest the blood, they get the feelings and the emotions or the
euphoria.
chemicals that are in the blood,
Yeah, they get the
and so
essence,
it's
they
kind of
get the
taking that
euphoria.
vampirism and inserting it into the zombie when it comes to the brain.
Yeah. It was a very cool, very original, like I love when any horror demographic, and this obviously is technically would be considered I don't know. I mean, it would be horror in the sense of it's a monster movie, but it's not in the sense of it's a comedy. It's a rom-com.
It is a rom-com.
It's a mixed genre.
Yeah,
which
it's
I
a
love
zombie
mixed genre
rom-com.
Yeah,
movies.
it's a little bit of everything, honestly. And and it's funny because one could argue, as many zombie movies are, it's, oh, well, this is possibly predicting the future. And we've had on previous shows where we've had the discussion where, we're eventually going to end up either having, robot overlords with AI, or we're, going to have the zombie apocalypse.
Elon Musk is gearing towards that one.
Yeah, I know. The AI is seeming more and more relevant every day.
Skynet.
But, it's very, very interesting when you have these, again, just I really enjoyed this spin on this genre. I thought it was just a really, really fun. And I'm actually really disappointed because Ron did not watch this with me. He has not seen Warm Bodies yet. Yeah, he wouldn't.
Seriously?
No, he hasn't seen it.
That's 3. That's
I know.
3 in a row of our movies that he has ignored.
I
So
know.
Stu
I
took
think
me
you
to
need
this
to
one.
Well,
account
he's
for
giving
the
me
next
dirty
3
face.
movies that he tries to make you watch.
Stu actually took me to see this in theaters for Valentine's Day.
We saw
is one of
this
the
in
ones we
theater
saw,
too.
yeah, for
Nah,
on
I watched
Valentine's
it.
Day. It was so sweet.
I think I watched it on like Netflix or something.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's a zombie.
Because he's like, this is
movie.
probably one of the only zombie movies I'm going to get you to watch. I'm like,
Oh, I love zombie movies. They're fun. Zombie movies are fun.
yeah.
They're not my favorite, but I will watch them.
Oh, really?
Because Ragnar loves zombie movies.
Well, once you've seen
It's
a couple,
cannibalism.
you
I
can't.
can't.
help
Oh,
but-
that's true. That's
people
true.
eating
Yeah.
people. I
I'm
don't
not
like
gonna
it.
lie.
Snow's not a fan of the
So,
cannibals.
like, I've seen a couple now. I've seen all the Resident Evils and all that stuff too. But it's like you see those, and then you want to compare makeups. Like you almost have to watch them after you've seen a couple, because I like to see what the differences are and their take on it versus something else. So I've seen more and more, but it's one of those things.
no, I mean it's
It's the closest to horror movies he's going to get me near.
it's all fun. I mean, and again, this was obviously way more subtle than.
But still really in depth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
it was
good.
really
Original-
cool.
At the beginning, it took him 2 hours to apply Nicholas Holt's makeup.
Yeah. And you
Yeah,
can, I mean, you
they-
can
it
tell.
was
I
a
mean, like
lot
he's
of
got like
layering of
subtle
color to
scarring.
get
He's
that
got
muted
subtle
gray tone.
scarring.
Yeah.
He's got the coloring, the contacts. I mean, like,
And then to change it
everything.
as he's progressing through the movie, just subtly,
Yeah.
subtly. So that takes a
Well,
lot.
for the veining in his head, they had made it done him on computer and then put him on transfer tape, like a tattoo,
oh, like the temporary.
so that
fascinating.
they were consistent. So that veining was all tattoo application, basically.
That's really cool.
Every single day.
That's cool.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
No, man.
But that's still very, I mean, it's amazing because as you say, they also have to update it as through the movie progresses, as he's becoming more and more alive. So it's really great that they had consistency, but they were able to change it subtly through.
Yeah.
Which I think
Well,
is
and then
awesome.
all of the others, they had, upwards of 100 extras as zombies. And so all of them had to have that same look and feel to where they're just
Yeah.
dead, but
Yeah.
like not decaying. So they had
Yeah.
to cross that line between dead and not decaying.
Or
And then,
decaying
of course, you have
very,
all of
very
the
slowly.
bones,
Progressively, yeah, just
which
slowly.
those were CGI zombies.
Yeah, the
The
bonies.
bonies, yeah.
Yeah. Which again, I thought the way they made the bonies look was just really, really cool.
And the fact that they just, the ones that they didn't kill off, they just eventually withered and dies, it tells me because of their food source, they basically starved. So those zombies at the airports had been real well-fed zombies to keep themselves so well preserved.
well, I mean, I don't.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it's
Like,
not
if
like
you
they
think
have
about
an
it.
act. It's not like they have like an active GI tract situation happening.
It's very sluggish. It's like a snake. Takes a while.
So
Maybe.
maybe they feed once every 3 weeks or something. I don't know.
something.
But I mean,
But
or
still.
they probably feed the moment that they. Obviously, it's instinctual because the moment they smell or they start to smell Julie, they immediately are like hungry and wanting
Next
to
meal.
feed.
Where is it?
They're immediately wanting to feed.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's more like the classic zombie, like oh, it's alive, like get it, want it type thing,
Right.
which makes sense
Yeah.
because the whole reason that zombies go after brains theoretically is because of the electroactivity in our heads, and that's what
Yeah.
they're going for is the electrical impulses in our brains, and that's why they go and they feed on them. I watch as I'm doing this episode. I watch way too many.
You watched
I watch way too many zombie movies.
She like the zombies.
I love horror movies. That's what it is. But I do think that the way that they had the bonies as that like end of the line, like the final, like that's where the zombies basically can evolve into.
Right.
Was again a very unique because you don't see that in other films. You don't see a progression of zombieism to
Well, it's more of a decomposing
Yeah,
rather than
right.
than the zombie changes. And
Yeah.
it's interesting because not only does they physically change into the skeletal
Mm-hmm.
zombie, but also they become very reactionary and they're fast.
Yes.
As opposed to they're dead. Their systems are slow. They move very slow. Their
Conserving their
reactions
energy
are slow.
till they
Their
need it.
thought processes are slow.
It's all
But then when they
instinctual.
once they
Yeah.
finally reach the bony stage, then they're like fast,
Yeah, it's
World War
all
Z
instincts.
zombies
Yeah.
attacking in mass and super aggressive and
Well, and like that was a thought I was going to finish is we were talking about we had Pride and Prejudice and zombies where you had this consciousness. And again,
Right.
you have these zombies with a consciousness,
Yeah.
which I thought was, again, really, really fun.
Right.
And a different spin on it because in this way, it's them almost kind of, they're regaining their humanity. They're regaining the ability to be alive versus, it's spinning it on its head, which is always super fun. Always very, very, I'm definitely going to give the source material a read because I'm curious, like how much more in depth they go into the characters and everything else.
Yeah.
I think if the monologues are lifted from the source material, it's going to be a fun read. It's going to be a fun read.
They really are the best part of the movie.
They are great. They are absolutely
really
great.
fun.
And the way that they're delivered by what's his name?
Nicholas Hoult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. He did phenomenal. So
He's really fun to watch. Have you seen Renfield?
I want to. I
I kind of want to do that movie, and then we can do that one because he is amazing in that. That is just a whacked out horror movie. It's so funny, and like Nicolas Cage as Bela Lugosi's Dracula is so fucking eerie.
Yeah, you said it's really good though.
Nick Holt, he kind of has the same kind of thing. He has these monologues and stuff. It's a completely different character, but he's just so very good, and it's an action packed comedy.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
I will.
Yeah, I
what?
think I'm gonna throw that one onto my list, and we could just do a Nicholas Holt two feet or
a
whatever.
trifecta. A Nicholas.
I don't know if I could find three.
I was
three
gonna say
with
whether it would
him
be a third
off
one.
the top of my head.
Let's see here. Let me Google some.
But he's just a fun one.
He is fun, and he's an up and coming for sure. Because I've definitely seen him more and more. Because he was in the new Nosferatu movie.
Yeah, he's definitely like an understated handsome. He was in Mad Max, which you love.
He was in
Yeah.
Mad Max, which again was that could be the third because that one's super fun. Ooh, have you seen The Menu?
Oh, I've heard.
Yes,
about
I
that,
love The
yeah.
Menu.
We could do The Menu. He's in that.
Oh, that's more.
He's coming up in the new Superman that's coming out this year too. He's going to be Lex Luthor.
I have no
in
desire to
God,
see
it
that
looks
movie.
so
It looks so
terrible.
stupid.
No, but he's going to be Lex Luthor, and I'm like, oh,
It's just
That
looks-
I'm okay with. He's a really good actor. I just can't. I don't like the look of the guy they got for it. He
for
looks
Superman. Oh no,
I'm not a
weak
fan.
chin.
tell me he doesn't look more like he should play Spider-Man. Doesn't he have more of that boyish kind of look?
I don't know. He just. I'm super skeptical about it.
I mean, he's been in several, but yeah, the one that's jumping out at me is definitely Mad Max and The Menu for sure.
The Menu was a really weird fucking
good,
whacked out
though.
movie.
It was good though.
Yeah, and he was so funny in it. He's so weird in it.
Yeah, he's such an ass. Such an ass in it. I'm just saying, if you wanted to do a triple, that would be a fun one.
That would be something to think about.
I'd rather do that than Nosferatu. No offense.
Oh, I don't think I could sit through that movie again. It was so slow.
Oh,
It was pretty, but it
it's
was like
beautifully
I
done.
watched in the movie theater, and that was just not the right place to watch it. It should have been an at-home watch. It lost itself. It's such an intimate feeling movie, and I think it just loses itself on that scale. And I would have been much more impressed with it had we watched it at home in the living room in the dark,
Yeah.
as opposed to in
I could
this
see
big
that.
massive movie theater.
Yeah.
Like, it was a really really cool movie. The makeup effects were incredible.
Yeah.
But I just think it lost something on the big screen.
Oh, see, Ron's all about it. He's like watched it like
I know.
3 times already. It's crazy. He's super fan of it.
Yeah.
I liked it. I mean, it was a cool like telling of that story, and I was like, okay, but I wasn't like obsessed with it.
No, I'm
But-
down for Dracula Untold. We got to watch Luke Evans as Dracula.
I know
'cause
that's your hot Dracula.
that man is fine.
That's funny. But no, I think like let us know. I think Renfield for sure. And then if you want to do a third, let us know, and we will.
Yeah, we'll figure out who wants to take what, and maybe we'll do it.
Yeah.
The boyfriend was kind of weird, right? Because
that is
like the original
actually-
boyfriend.
Yes.
Because he was like, I'm in love with you, but I'm also like more into your dad than you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want his approval.
Yeah, well, I think that had to do with definitely guy had daddy issues once his daddy became a zombie.
Yeah.
Oh, totally. His
So-
dad was basically executed in front of him because he was a zombie.
Well,
By his
I
girlfriend.
mean,
By his girlfriend.
yeah, I mean, he was coming full tilt like Rage
Yeah.
Zombie.
Yeah.
What are you gonna
Yeah.
do?
Hungry zombie, hungry.
You know,
hungry zombie.
at that point, they didn't realize, oh, they're trying to evolve back into being alive. So, I don't know. I didn't realize that was, is that actually James Franco's little brother?
Is it?
Is that,
The
because
last
his name is Franco.
Yeah, I wonder.
Yes.
That
Yeah,
is-
they look so similar.
I was going to say, they look a lot alike. When I was reading, I was
believe
like,
so.
oh, you know, that might be a wrong question. Hey, Ron.
I'm looking now.
Nope, never mind. He's on wrestling. He's not paying attention to
Yep,
me.
James Franco and Tom Franco are his siblings.
Okay, then yeah,
There you go.
That would be.
Because they do. You can't deny their
They look very
They look
similar.
totally the same.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I don't know. Maybe it was because he was only in the film for like 5 minutes. He goes out pretty quickly.
Yes.
I mean, necessarily because obviously, you know, you have then R who eats his brains and gets all this background about Julie. And
Right.
although I do love the moment that he sees Julie, like the music swells and like he's just like love struck and everything else. It's so
I'm
great.
trying to remember what other movie.
It's so great.
He was in The Other Guys. That's right. He was one of the guys in The Other Guys or something. He was in that movie with was it Mark Wahlberg and William Ferrell or whatever.
Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other guys. But no, did you, I guess I did write down, did you have a favorite scene in the movie that really you just absolutely loved?
Definitely.
Okay, well, go ahead, kick
Go
it off.
for it.
So at the very end, you know, he's holding her and they jump out the high story building and land in the fountain and everything. And she brings him back to the surface and all of a sudden he starts breathing, you know, the eye color. But what happens? Dad shoots him. And
That's your favorite part of the movie is when he gets
well, no,
shot.
hold on. So like they realize, oh, you're not a corpse, you're bleeding. So they load up and they're going back to the base and everything. And the dad's in the front and daughter in the seat and he's in the back. He's like, are you still bleeding? He's like, yes. He's like, good.
Does it hurt?
He's like,
Yeah.
good. And it's kind of like a tear.
He's so ready for him to like go
And
back
then
to being a
immediately he's
zombie.
like, and I'm sorry. And I was
Well,
just, like,
John
cracking up.
Malkovich is.
I mean,
just-
it is his daughter, so you know.
He's amazing. I
He's
love
amazing.
him.
That was my favorite
I know
thing. The
you
dad
have
shot
not
him.
seen the Red movies yet,
No, but I've
but
heard they're really good
he's
from you.
incredible in those movies. Those are going to be really fun because those are on my list.
I'm down. I
It's just
like
that
him.
Great. It's a great
so
elderly
sarcastic.
action film.
No, I don't know. There's something about John Malkovich that he does a level of sarcasm that only he can do.
Yeah.
Like there is a level of what movie was it that we watched with him that the boys did? I loved him as Cyrus the Virus in Con Air.
Con Air.
Like I was like sitting there, I'm like, oh,
Loved the
I'm a
premise.
fan of-
Hated the accent
fan of
on Cage. I hated his accent.
One of the first movies I ever saw John Malkovich in was I don't know if it's Malkovich or Malkovich, but
I've heard both.
It's Dangerous Liaisons with Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's a good movie. I was way too young to have watched that movie, but
Yeah.
Oops.
But I did like that. Just at the end, he's like, good. I'm like, but the whole realization in that scene, like, corpses don't bleed. Oh my gosh, she wasn't lying. He's alive. It's not an imitation. He's actually, you know, back.
You know,
And
proofs
it-
in the
attention
pudding.
everyone, we're changing tactics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're coming
The
back to life.
situation has changed. I repeat, the situation
I love that
has
they address
changed.
zombieism as if it's like a cold. Like we found the cure.
Yeah. It's love.
It's like exactly.
I think if I thinking about it, my favorite scene would probably be when the the corpses are fighting the bonies, and then the soldiers come in, and they're like, we don't know who to shoot.
Yes.
And then M throws the guy out. He's like, this one.
Exactly.
Cool. Thanks. And he's like trying to high five, but he can't like high five as they're walking through. He's like, hi guys.
And everybody's like, how you doing? How are you? Hi.
So great.
Hi.
It's so good.
He's definitely like just
M was great.
super fun.
M was really, really funny.
I loved it.
Let me think.
How about you?
Oh man,
what you
see
got?
now I'm on the spot. See, I came up with the question and now I'm on the spot.
You gotta think about your question.
I was enjoying your guys' answers. That's the thing. Honestly, I'm gonna have to go with the scene where you have Julie and Nora and they're talking. And she's like, I wish I had the internet to look up what's wrong with you.
That sounds like our conversation.
I know. That's exactly it.
God, what's wrong with you? I need to WebMD this.
No, and like honestly, like in that moment, I'm like, yeah, that's really funny. Like I love it. I love
good.
And I love
she's teasing him about her crush on a zombie, and she's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I wish I could Google what that kind of necrophilia is called.
Well, you did mention the scene where she's like, don't look. And he's like, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap.
Yeah.
So he's not totally dead zombie.
Well, I mean, he's still a dude at the end of the day.
You really get the impression that those were his first bubes ever, you know?
Yes.
Like
His first what?
Bubes.
He's okay.
Bubes.
I heard bubes.
it might be pube. It's both.
Oh God, no.
He was happy about him either way.
He was.
No, but yeah, I'd
so
I'd
fun.
probably have to go with the scene where Julie and Nora are talking because again, it reminds me a lot of conversations with Snow and
Like I said, I really, that last scene, but I just loved at the end where he adds that little stinger of comedy. Good. Sorry.
Well, again, it's and that's I think John Malkovich, or Malkovich or however you pronounce it, he does. He's a very transformative actor, and I really enjoy his work. Like I've always, but he. I know that there's a movie called Being John Malkovich, but he is always John Malkovich, no matter what role you see him in.
Yeah. He's not one of those.
He's not like he's not like
Keanu Reeves
or Gary
and Nick
Oldman.
Cage.
Yeah,
he's him.
Yeah, no matter what he's in.
He's very good.
Yeah.
But he's always
him. Always
Yeah.
him. Yeah. And it's you can throw out a handful of actors that are like that. You listed several. But I do enjoy, like, again, his sarcasm. I'm just like, I'm here
You're
for
gonna
it.
love him in Red as a big conspiracy theorist,
Oh,
but
that
also
sounds
an
really good.
assassin. It's hilarious.
That sounds really
Like,
good. That sounds like a winning combination.
It's a really fun movie.
That sounds like a winning combo. I'm just saying. I'm excited about the Red movies. They sound
Yeah.
fun. We have so many movies to do. It'll be good.
Oh, I know. Our lists are endless. We're gonna have a show for a very long time.
Tune in and enjoy. All right. Well, is there
What was
any?
the budget for this movie? Do you know?
Oh, you know what? I didn't look that up. I failed on my homework assignment. I'm not spinning, so just leave me alone.
I'm just curious. I know they filmed this at the airport in Montreal.
Yes.
Give me 1 second.
I
I actually
the
did not
scene.
see that on IMDb.
I love the scene with the two kids.
All right,
going
so it
through
was
with the
35 million.
walkways movie.
All right, it was
And how
done
did it
done
do?
for, and then it only earned 20 million.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not true.
Hold on, that's
No,
what
that
it's
was
saying
opening
here.
weekend. It made 116 million. It did good.
Okay, hold on. Why is it saying this then?
No, 20 million was his opening weekend.
Oh, okay.
Which is a really good opening weekend.
Oh
'cause
yeah,
that's
yeah, you're
almost
right.
their
I
budget.
didn't in 3 days. In 3 days, it made the 20
Yeah.
mil, and then yes, but it was a summer blockbuster, or it was a blockbuster. Twilight Size number. I've never seen any of that. What the hell? Oh, I'm getting it from CNN. That's my first mistake. All right.
Ooh.
So yes.
Well, here's something for you guys. Apparently, there is a sequel novel to the Warm Bodies.
Bodies?
Yeah, The Burning World. It's a sequel to the zombie novel Warm Bodies. Picks up with the story of R, the reluctant zombie, and everything. So there's another book out there, and I don't know if they are rumoring it to go to film yet, but there is some more out there if you guys want to look at them. If you're going to read the
Interesting.
first one, you may want to read the sequel.
Maybe I'll see how I like the first one.
Yeah.
It's
It may
unfortunately
be one of those rare ones
Ooh,
where
and he's
the
regaining
movie's
his
better than
memories
the
in this
book.
Yeah, I was gonna say it could be.
I gotta say this movie is very enjoyable for me.
It's super fun.
Yeah.
I honestly, I forgot how good of a movie it was, because honestly, prior to this, I'd only seen it one time.
I had to go back and look a couple of times because when the one like M or Marcus would talk, and I was like, did he really just say that guy was an asshole? I'm pretty sure he did.
Oh, 100%.
When he threw, who do we shoot? And he tosses the guy, this asshole.
You know, he throws in F-bombs and all kinds of bad language whenever he can. He always does.
Dang.
Well, he was really funny. I watched the bloopers for this.
Oh, there were bloopers?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's bloopers.
I missed out.
And it was really funny because R cannot hold his shit together when M is doing his stuff.
He kept laughing.
And they would just be doing something and he would bust out. And there was one point where they were doing it with him and Julie on the plane, and she goes, "What are you?" And he's British, and he just gives this eloquent speech. Well, I am the reluctant zombie, and he's charming, and it was really, really funny because you see him in the makeup, and he goes into this big eloquent like monologue about in you know.
Oh, that's great.
In his
British accent,
really, really funny because you see that voice coming out of that mouth, and you're like, the fuck.
Jack the Giant
Something
Slayer.
here does not make sense.
No.
What's happening?
No, I love that. I always do that whenever I find out that actor that I've always seen do like an American accent go to their like normal accent of like British or Australian or whatever.
Crazy.
I'm like sitting there, I'm like, wait, my brain can't track what's going on here. What's happening? But then it turns out I actually like they sound better with their normal you know accent and stuff.
That's not the sound
but
you
it's definitely
usually
you know disorienting for me for a little bit. You know, at first I'm like, wait a minute, you just sound like you're from Queens. What's going on?
Not anymore.
But again, you know, it's a nod to how well Nicholas Hoult does that he can do. American accents are not easy.
No,
they're not easy to do, and he does it so well. But yeah, I really like this movie.
What'd you think of Julie?
I thought she was fine. Like I thought she did a good job.
She was a little over top when she was pretending to be a zombie.
That was funny.
Yeah,
I like how
scary.
you're like, cut it back. You're gonna get us both killed.
He's like, too much.
Yeah, scale it back a little bit. No, I think I'd never seen her in anything prior to this. But I think that she did a good job. She wasn't like, you know, and I do like the fact that again, they kind of, you know, because in Romeo and Juliet is kind of, you know, she's got a nurse, she's kind of, you know, pampered, all the things in here, you know, you've got her, you know, shooting zombies and holding her own and being independent. I always a fan of a strong female character, and I think she did a good job. I think that
she was trying to step out from her dad, who had her, you know, overprotective father.
Because of mom getting attacked by zombies and being you know killed that way. But I do think you know that it was. I think she did a good job. What about you, Snow? Or Harley?
Okay.
Anybody?
I thought it was really funny once she does start to see him as a friend. And she's just like shooting the shit with him. She's like, you're a hoarder. And yeah, I like vinyl. And this one's better. And she's just talking to him.
Yeah.
It was really interesting to see the absolute terror in the beginning. And it is a slow little transformation from her trying to escape him to being kind of charmed by him.
Would this be Stockholm syndrome?
A little bit. Yeah, that ran through my brain as soon as I said it.
She's been in a couple movies, not a lot, but I was just looking to see what she's been in.
Anything worth noting?
Yeah, I Am Number 4, and that one, I don't know if you guys saw that one or not.
Nope.
I saw that one.
I Am Number 4, and then Sorcerer's Apprentice.
No, haven't seen either of these.
Hold
on.
with
That's
Nick Cage. Yeah, with Nick Cage, and so yeah, Sorcerer's Apprentice with Nick Cage and all them in it. Yeah, that was one of them, and
I noticed she was in the new movie with what's his fuck Gosling, Fall Guy.
Oh,
I have not seen that.
Have not seen it.
I don't like Ryan Gosling, so I have no desire to see that movie. But I heard it was interesting. It was entertaining.
He's overrated.
Agreed.
He's overrated.
They had a 2015 version of Point Break. Apparently, she was in a couple other things.
That's just a crime. There shouldn't be another Point Break.
Oh,
That's
I know,
just,
man.
That's just a
I
crime.
know. Reeves and Swayze, man. That was it.
Just there's certain movies that you should not try to remake. Just leave them alone and let them be an original. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. You're not doing anybody a favor. And I bet money it did absolutely garbage. I would be surprised if it didn't.
So
But no, I think. What about you, Harley? How did you think that Julie did?
I think she did. I thought it was hilarious how she portrayed the zombie, and he was just like too much. But also, I thought it was really interesting because you could just see as the movie progresses, she's kind of like warming up, and she's like, at the same time, she's like, "What am I thinking? This guy's dead." But he just has that like she has a real good play off of him as a character. I think it's pretty interesting.
Well, I also think you have. You see her dynamic with Perry go from this very lovey-dovey, very sweet, innocent, like, oh, their first love kind of thing. And then his dad gets killed and he becomes very, like...
Yeah, cold.
Very cold and
mechanical.
Very... like, going through, like... It wasn't
it's all about survival at that point.
It was all survival at that point. Like, it wasn't, like, lovey-dovey or anything else. To, all of a sudden, I have this... zombie who's trying to keep me safe
and very interested in me, like curious about what I am. Type,
Well, if you look at it, she was an idealist, and so was R.
Yeah.
Because she would look and she would make animals out of the clouds, and talk about how good the small moments in life could be. And Perry was absolutely not like that. He's like he appreciated that in her.
Yeah.
But he was not like that. But R was. R appreciated all of the small things.
Perry
that
was more
even
like,
though he
what am I
couldn't
doing
either
to survive to the
understand
next
it
moment?
or interpret it or
Absolutely.
articulate it, he he collected all of these things that reminded him of good stuff. And he wasn't just this mindless zombie. So they both had the same, I think, approach to life.
Yeah.
Whereas
Air
Perry
quote
was
life.
kind of more of a zombie than R was because he was just doing what Daddy Dearest was saying.
They're both dreamers.
Yeah. Perry was
Sorry, one
definitely
second.
more of a zombie, like after his the shooting of his father in front of him, which it's traumatic. So, but he was just very these are the orders. This is what we're doing. Keeping me through to the next moment. That's all that matters. Type.
Right.
Not really looking around, but like, oh, that's kind of cool to see, like the little bobble-headed dog or the vinyl or whatever, It's just not really in. I'm sure he wouldn't sit there and just randomly start a record player up just to hear music. Type.
No.
So.
Nope.
Anyway, but I really thought she really did well again playing against R's character. They really
They
played
were
well.
cute. They had an
played well
adorable
off
little
each
chemistry.
other. Yeah, they definitely played well off each other.
Yeah.
So, which was great.
No, we were talking about Perry.
Oh yeah, Perry and how he's just such a zombie in comparison to R.
Rag.
He really was.
He was. He was a wet rag.
He was just
Or mop,
he was
whatever
just-
you want to use.
He's just annoying.
Overall limp.
Honestly, like when he's taken out by R, I was like, "Yay, good! Your character lasted 5 minutes."
I mean, his memories though were much more entertaining than him as an actual at face value person. So
Yeah.
I mean, he's for as prepped of a survivalist, he really sucked at it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
He
the
really
biggest
sucked
link.
at it.
Goodbye.
But you know what? It was what needed to happen. I do find it interesting that R kept nomming on his brains for days. Like he
just had a pocket full of brains.
him eat him, and then he
Instead of a
spit him
pocket
out.
full of
I know. I told you it's like a bad trip.
Yeah,
He's like,
as he was starting to get a little more, and then he's just, I can't do it anymore.
those brains are just not good. I don't want to see myself as a monster.
Yeah.
But it was fun. Again, I find the way that they did this movie, their spin on the whole genre of zombie was very, very cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love a movie that changes a dynamic and does a new spin. So I think it was really, really cool.
It was very neat.
I hadn't seen this movie prior, other than one time prior to rewatching it for the podcast.
Oh, fun.
I couldn't help but feel bad for him when he told Julie that he ate his boyfriend.
He did that because he wanted to be honest.
I know he wanted to be honest, but part of you
pretty well.
Yeah, she took it really well, but part of you goes, "No, don't be mad at him. Care about him. He cares about you. This is why he told you."
I mean,
your boyfriend's living on in his.
Yeah, exactly. In his tummy. In his tummy.
It nourished his soul. Damn it.
Your boyfriend's part of the reason he's alive, or becoming alive.
You're
pieces of you.
Come back? No, I stopped him from coming back.
Yeah, no, I took out the competition.
I ate his brain.
It's like I didn't want him to
But
come
he
back and
saved
eat
him.
you.
He saved him the hell of becoming a zombie.
But they were curing themselves, so
Yeah.
wouldn't, in essence, he eventually be back as a person?
He'd still
He
be
killed off the competition.
Exactly.
That's right. There you
That's
go.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Survival of the fittest.
So I mean, he was just thinking Endgame, man.
Yeah.
It's like, I gotta get this dude out of the
I didn't
picture.
want him to become one.
So nice.
I was a nice zombie. I spared him that fate.
No, but I mean, it's funny, you know, like
It is.
And I wonder, because obviously when R sees Julie the first time, he has the whole like, oh my gosh, I love her, like moment.
She's crouched with a shotgun shooting off, and he's just like the love haze around her with the music.
It's great.
It was like
it's
so good.
fun. You know, again, when you see juxtaposition like that in movies, it's always just super duper fun.
Yeah.
Well, I like it when the soundtrack's completely opposite of what's going on with the movie.
Yes.
So it totally changes tone. It's like Deadpool does that.
Yes.
You know,
Thank you.
it's perfect in that. And that's one of the things that I just adore is the mixed genre. Those are my favorite kind of movies.
Well,
Just that
and
soft
honestly,
romantic music with the battle scene.
the music, and we've mentioned the music in this movie was awesome.
Yeah.
Like the soundtrack to this, I'm like, I kind of want this on vinyl. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm kind of a fan of the music. I'm digging
Yeah, they
it.
chose some good ones.
They had a lot of really good music. And I think that, you know, even though this director hasn't done a ton of movies and doesn't have this huge, you know, what do you want to call it, arsenal of films or whatever under their belt, for whatever the source material was, you know, I think they did a fantastic job putting it on film.
Yeah.
And I am curious. I'm curious if Snow's opinion is right, if this is one where the film is better than the book. I'm curious.
Yeah, I don't really have a big desire to read the book.
Mine's more just morbid curiosity at this point.
It was vampires over zombies. Again, I'm not a big zombie person, but
Yeah, no, you're definitely a vamp fan. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm always team werewolf. 99.99999% of the time.
Yep.
Has to be a lot.
That's why I shared that good werewolf book with you.
It was a really good werewolf book.
Real good werewolf book.
It was a really good werewolf book. It was really good. Holy crap, that was a good book. I'm a fan.
Right?
That'll be a future episode of Book Talk once that becomes a thing.
Nice.
Eventually.
But
And knowing you, maybe you'll read the sequel and let us know.
we'll see. It depends. I have so many books
There's
to
34 or 35 in that series, and I've read all of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, like you think I'm an avid reader? Snow is a book freak.
But like multiple times. I don't just
Yeah.
read something once either. The book that we're talking about right now, it's from Cressley Cole, and it's called Hunger Like No Other. I highly recommend. This one was a gift from Ragnar for me for Christmas one year. And I ate it up. And I've read it so many times. I can't even like front to back.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
What's it called again? Hunger Like No Other?
Hunger Like No Other.
Okay.
And it's essentially book 2 in this like huge series by Cressley Cole, and it's really, really good.
So we can all agree Perry is a wet rag and he sucks.
Yes, wet mop, wet
And
rag.
we're-
Just a limp character.
He did. He did.
Yep.
Good.
He was a
kill.
necessary character so we could have those memories, so it could show what R could do. That's about it. Just how he experiences the memories.
As he eats them like bad mushrooms.
Yes. Nama, nama, nama.
No, it was fun. I again, so I think we are at a point where we can finish this out and give our ratings. What do you guys think?
Sure.
Yeah. What are we rating it with?
Kind of want to do bonies.
You
Just
wanna use
because I like
hearts?
saying bonies. No. How about?
I mean, it's your show.
No. I just like saying bonies.
Beating hearts.
It's hearts for Valentine.
Yeah, we can do
beating hearts because their hearts do the little tuk tuk when they start to come back.
I honestly was waiting for the bonies to attack them because if their hearts were beating, then shouldn't the bonies have attacked them?
But they were. That's why
they were starting to
they were
sniff them out
growling
like
and
food.
snarling at them like they didn't
Yeah,
know what
no,
to
like,
think. Like
because
they were
honestly,
confused.
ignore them and leave them alone.
I'm not gonna lie, like when they left them under the stadium and the bonies were like sniffing them like, you know, basically like foods. I honestly, when Julie and R came back down there, I was waiting for like them to be dead. I was waiting for all the zombies to be dead.
But the zombies were fighting back.
But they were fighting back, which was cool.
Yes.
But I definitely 100% was like, oh man, it's gonna suck. They're all gonna be dead because their hearts are beating and the bonies are there.
Because the bonies at first, when they were like sniffing them, like they were confused almost. Like,
Yeah.
there's a heartbeat, but you're dead.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
So
All right. Okay. So yeah, we'll do heartbeats
that sounds good.
Sure.
or beating hearts. Beating hearts. So go ahead, Harley, kick us off.
Okay, I would say this is a solid. I'd say a solid 3.5 hearts. Definitely, I like the premise. It is it's an old story. It's been told many times, but the way they told it, it was really nice. It was a good spin on it with the zombies. So I would say a good 3.5. It's a pretty good movie.
Okay.
I would definitely watch it again, especially around this time of the year. So if you haven't seen it, definitely take the time, stream it.
All right.
Yep. It's on Amazon Prime right now.
Yes.
For free.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
All right. That was very succinct.
Yes.
Are you good?
I'm good.
Okay.
Now I got to look up the bloopers though, because I didn't realize there were bloopers.
Oh, I love
YouTube.
I love bloopers.
I will have to
cute.
YouTube that later.
I love bloopers. Bloopers are fantastic. All right, Snow, go ahead and give us your number of heartbeats.
All right. For me, I gotta say, I do enjoy this movie. I've watched it with Ragnar several times. Pretty sure we saw this in the theater when it first came out. I'm gonna go a 3.75. Like
Okay.
almost a 4. It's totally recommend. It's just a good, turn your brain off. It doesn't make sense, but it's fun.
Absolutely.
I always love a glow up, and the zombie glow up is hilarious.
Yes.
And if you don't watch it for anything else, watch it for M, because he's awesome.
He's
Yeah.
hilarious.
He's really funny. I'm a fan.
But
Zombie
I do
Hands.
like Nicholas Hoult. Pretty much anything I see him in, he's a really good actor. He's got this weird, quirky nerd charm about him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's so tall.
He's just really fun to watch, and he's got so much personality as a dead guy. It's really entertaining.
He does.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
All right, nicely done. I am going to round it out with. I'm gonna go with. Well, shoot.
A what?
I'm gonna go with 3.5.
There you go. All right.
Nice.
As well. I really enjoyed the movie. I am going to get Ron to watch it because it is fun.
Oh, it's
You gotta get him to
happening.
watch Pride and Prejudice first.
I know.
He agreed to watch that one.
Yeah, look
I
at
have
the
so
face
many-
right now.
I
Look
have
at him.
so
Look at him
many
like, what are
movies.
you making me do?
You have so many movies to watch.
Yes.
I watch so many
Ron,
movies
it's
for
a
your
good
show.
rom-com. It's a really good with
I watch
zombies.
so
Come
many
on.
movies for your show, and yet you watch none for mine. It's bullcrap.
Oh.
That's okay. It's all right. We'll never ever not have movies
It's
not to watch.
not all right.
Snow goes,
not okay.
Snow goes,
It's
it is
not
not all
okay."
right.
That's some bullshit.
All right. No, I will give it a 3.5 because it is a fun telling of, classic Romeo and Juliet. It is a fun, different spin on the zombie genre, which I'm always a fan of. I love different zombie movies. I think I've said that more than once in this podcast, so I'm not going to repeat myself and be redundant at this point. But I think the acting was well done. The music is super fun. The concept is super fun. And it was just a really, really enjoyable film. I, again, hadn't seen it other than for prepping for the show, other than years and years ago. And I had a really, really good time watching it. I thought it was funny. I thought.
Would you show it to your girls?
I am actually.
Yeah.
When I was first going to watch it, I was like, I wonder if this is one that I can let them watch.
Oh yeah.
The only thing is I will probably have to wait for E because I think the Bonies would scare her. I think the Bonies would maybe be a little nightmare fuely for E.
Yeah.
But definitely S and I will watch it. I think she's going to get a kick out of it. I think
She'd
that
get a
she'll
big
enjoy it.
kick out of it.
I think she'd find it really enjoyable.
Well, she's a mini you, so you know there's going to be commentary too. which-
Oh, she has so many opinions. She has so many opinions. Okay, so 3.5 beating hearts. Definitely recommend. If you've got some time to kill, pop it in. If you want just a cute, it's cute. This is a cute movie. It's cute,
And it doesn't take a whole lot of time.
it doesn't.
out
It's
of the
like
day.
it's like 88-minute runtime or something. It's super short. But this would definitely fall under the cute movie genre, which I love. I love me a cute film. I do.
Yeah.
And this is a cute film with zombies. So,
exactly. Just something you can curl up with the popcorn.
Romeo
with.
and Juliet and zombies.
And zombies. And so, but
It's a twist.
No, it is funny. I actually let S watch the Scream. We're working our way through the Screams, and she loves the first one. She's like, "Oh, that was a really great movie." And then we've been like, she's like, "The second one was lame." And then we're watching and like there's like a disemboweling. She's like, "Oh my gosh, this is so cheesy." And I'm like,
like I said,
in
mini
that
you.
moment,
That's not real.
in that
You wanna see a
moment,
real disemboweling. Watch the terminal list.
in that moment, I was both humored and proud in a way I didn't imagine I could be.
So funny.
Like I said, a mini you, even though she's
it was
taller than you.
fantastic. She's like,
Yeah,
oh.
tell her if she's looking for a good disemboweling, watch the terminal list with Chris Pratt.
Oh.
Where he takes the intestines out, wraps them around a hook, and hangs the guy with him. That one's good.
All right, I will keep that in mind when I need a good disemboweling.
He's got the gross.
Yeah.
Snow
She's
scaling
like,
of
"No,
disemboweled
it's so
movies.
Funny. It's so funny because she really was. She's like, oh, all that is blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's practical effects. She's like, it's not scary. And I'm like, I know. She's like, it's so cheesy. I'm like, I know. She's like, but I like it. I'm like, I know. It's great.
You are my kid.
Exactly. There's no denying you were totally my kid. But yes, no. So listeners, if you want to watch a cute zombie movie, a little fun rom-com, something different, a different spin.
A feel-good zombie movie.
A feel-good zombie movie. A happy ending.
We're
a happy
literally
ending.
not the end of the world.
A happy ending zombie movie.
Tell me you couldn't see this in an anime format, like an anime style type thing too, because it's just so cute and just has that campy kind of humor throughout it. That's how I see it too.
Sure, if that's where your brain goes.
It does. It does. It reminds
Mine
me a
does
lot
not.
more like
I
that
thought it was
anime
done
type
fine the way it was, but that's just my opinion.
I'm not an anime girl, so no.
Oh, so, but no. Thank you, ladies, for joining me. Sorry if this was kind of a all over the place episode, but
That's okay.
It was a fun one.
It was fun.
It happens.
Check us out on the socials, on Instagram, on the Facebook. If you have a movie that you'd like us to do, please send me a message and we will happily do it. We haven't had a fan request actually in a while.
I still have a backlog of our fan requests.
Oh,
that
do
we
we?
need to get
Oh,
through. Now that we're
goodness.
recording again.
Snow's been
Wasn't
keeping them
aware.
stocked.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
keep all the notes.
No,
for
she does. That's why
Snowcretary,
she's the
so.
Snowcretary. She's the Snowcretary for
I
that
love
very
it.
reason. But if you would like us to do a movie, please send us a message and we'll happily do it in all due time. And also, if you want, send us some nouns for the Barrel of Nouns. And check us out. We are now releasing FMKs every other week. And then our real episodes on Tuesdays. So those every other Tuesday. Thank you, Ron. Every other Tuesday. So they will be at least something dropping once a week. So check us out and thank you for listening. And on that note, we's out.
Right, laters.
Peace.
All right, bye-bye.
Hi, this is Snow. Thanks for listening to our podcast, Barrel Aged Chicks. It's Chicks Are Here! We are so excited to share our future episodes of Barrel Aged Chicks, FMK, and Slasher Gal Pals. We hope you are enjoying our shenanigans as much as we do. Give us a follow on Instagram at Barrel Aged Chicks. If you'd like the gals to do a fan request, contact us on Instagram and we will give you a personal shout out on the show. Our podcast is available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple, Google, iHeartRadio, and Good Pods. Swag available through the link on Instagram. Please check it out and thank you for your support. Special thanks to Carl Casey at White Bat Audio for his kick-ass music. He is amazing. Also, please grab a listen to the guys at Barrel Age Flicks Podcast. If you like booze, hilarity, and movies, check them out. Also, check out our network and other amazing podcasts at deluxeeditionnetwork.com. Bye till next time, and thanks for listening to our show. The party's leaving!